one thing I want to talk about today is your super and potential withdrawal, the potentially refinancing instead. So you've got to think about it strategically. The share market's dropped, which means your balance in super or the value has dropped, but you haven't realised that value decrease because you haven't sold anything. So it gives you a greater opportunity when the market rebounds and increases again that you actually grow your wealth more in super by keeping it in super. Year on year, the average returns are around 7 to 9%, depending on what fund you have it invested in, whether it's high growth to balanced. But I saw Australian Super came out recently and said their balance was averaging over a 10-year period at 9% returns. Now, so if you think, if we use that example of Oz Super and 9% returns of a growth balance fund for a 10-year period, and the cost of refinancing is 2.5 to 3.5%, well, it seems to stand out quite significantly that the financial decision that we need to make is quite obvious, that we're better off refinancing $20,000 if we can on our loan compared to taking that $20,000 out of our superannuation and realising the losses that we have in super. Because the cost to us of $20,000 being topped up onto our loan is negligible. We don't even have to have that money used there. We can actually have our loan and then have 2 offset accounts. There are some products that will have multiple offset accounts. We can do our day-to-day living in one and just set it up that we have the 20K sitting there. So if we do have job losses in our family network and we can't afford to pay our mortgage, we can do this, right? Because yes, you can talk to the bank about deferring your mortgage for 6 months. Doesn't mean they're going to allow it, whereas this will create a safety net for you, right? Not only that, if you do try to defer your mortgage, what I've been hearing is some banks are saying they'll allow it, but they're keeping your loan term the same and they're going to increase the amount of repayments that you have to make in a shorter time frame by 6 months. So there's different strategies you can go down, but to me the logic one is take advantage of the low interest rates compared to drawing your money out of super at 9%.